Hi, this is Karen Ramsey of Super Healthy Children, and I want to talk to you today about eating cost effectively with the raw food lifestyle. This is another question that I've been getting from many families on the fact that they're a large family and how can we purchase all these organic fruits and vegetables? They're so expensive. And so I want to give you some tips for how you can do it more cost effectively. First of all, when you move to a plant-based lifestyle and you get rid of the meat and the animal products, that is already becoming more cost effective because purchasing meat and animal products is very expensive. So getting off of that, number one, is really important to reducing your shopping bills. Okay, then there's the processed and refined foods. I know that at points in the past when I was buying a lot of like the organic cereals and all of the packaged processed foods, pizzas and things like that, they're pretty pricey. When you get rid of all the processed food and you basically are buying the fruits and the vegetables and some nuts and seeds, but not huge amounts of it, then you can really save money. Now, of course, you need to have some nuts and seeds as an overt fat source in your diet, and especially for children because they need more calories and they have growth spurts, so you have to have the nuts and seeds available. But you won't be eating the amounts of them that you will be of the fruits and the vegetables, which are the primary part of your diet. And so how can you also save on those fruits and vegetables? Well, number one, you've got to look for local organic farmers in your area, okay? I have a local organic farmer, and when I go and buy from him, I get like two large lettuces in a bag for $3. And when I go to the health food store, I get one lettuce for that price. So going to farmers is number one. The prices are going to be lower for the amount of food that you receive. Then also planting your own garden. That is free food. Planting your own garden and learning about wild foraging. So going out with a knowledgeable forager to teach you how to look for nettles and lamb's quarter and other wild edibles that are free in nature, in the woods, with no pesticides, and they're not farmed, and they're abundant energy and life force and loaded with nutrition. So there's already two free sources, gardening and foraging. So learn about those, get yourself a garden. Okay, going to a food co-op and becoming a member of a food co-op. Now, especially in a lot of cities or big towns, you'll find that there are food cooperatives. And not only are they great places to go shopping, but they are also great places to become a member, to work there once a month, and that will give you a percentage off of your food bill. So I work at a local food cooperative. It's in Chestnut Ridge, New York. It's called the Hungry Hollow Food Co-op. And I work there once a month for 3 hours. And that gives me 10% off of all my shopping bills. And that's the main place where I go to shop other than the local organic farmer. So when I shop at this food cooperative, I will get 10% off of my shopping bill. There is an initial fee to become a member of the cooperative. It's $100. That's a lifetime investment. And then if you work once a month, you get 10% off of all your bills. So every time I go in there, if I spend $100 and I'm getting $10 off, $90 each time, that adds up very quickly, and it ends up being a huge savings. Another tip that has been so helpful for me and for my family has been buying in bulk, right? Like when I buy a case of organic bananas, At the food co-op, where I'm already working once a month and getting 10% off, they give me an additional 10% on a case. So if I buy a case of bananas, I get 20% off. So I recommend buying in bulk. And that leads me to also recommend to, if you're on a really strict budget, have like some of your staple foods that are less expensive, like bananas and apples and oranges. Buy those, more of those, and less of some of the more expensive foods. Also, eating the foods that you have. When you buy all your greens and you have them in the refrigerator, don't let them go bad. Make sure that you have your week planned so that you're using the greens for green smoothies, for juices, and that you're using everything. I know that for myself and many others who I've seen who are really doing this successfully, what you can also do is you can freeze foods that are already starting to show signs of perishing, such as berries. Like I will take berries like strawberries, and if they're not that great to be putting in my smoothie right now, but I can freeze them for ice cream. And I'll make banana ice cream. I'll freeze bananas. If they're getting really too ripe, I'll take them and I'll put them inside a glass dish. We don't want to use plastic, especially in a freezer where the dioxins and the benzene can get into the food. So we'll put our food into glass containers in the freezer, and then we can use those for another time when we want a special treat, like ice cream with frozen bananas and frozen berries. So that's a great way to save on your produce. And then lastly, the best part of this is to invest in yourself and your family. You love yourself. You love your family. Why would you want to put harmful foods into your body? And these foods are going to save you money in your medical bills, and especially later on as you make a lifestyle out of it. The raw vegan lifestyle is the most healthful way to go, and even if you're not into being totally raw, just eating all these wonderful, delicious plant foods in abundance is going to be great for yourself and your family. And I hope that these tips will help you to make it more cost effective. What I would like to recommend to you is that you go to my blog at superhealthychildren.com/blog, and I have a whole article on eating healthy with raw foods, with the plant foods, and how to do it in a cost-effective way. So just scroll down on the blog and you'll see an article with all of the different tips that I've given you in even more detail. Thank you and have a great day.